So you can click the link on the syllabus to access your textbook, or you can click here in my announcement 2, where I talk about textbook and homework assignments. I kind of go in a little more in depth on the homework pages that you can read here. Your textbook calls modules as chapters, so I like to think of the textbook as chapters. And here are your homework assignments again. Here I said it has to be submitted by due date and time set. I say this a lot. No late submissions will be accepted. This goes for assessments as well. Your homework needs to be titled with your name and the assignment. For example, John Doe Homework 4, page 28, 4.1 to 6.4. Show all work for full credit. Homework is incomplete or missing will have points deducted. Only single PDFs will be accepted as uploads for your assignments. So I said that already, but just letting you know that these things are all throughout Canvas. So let's take a look at what happens when you click on the link. When you click on the link, you'll get here, which is like really confusing because there's like all these links here. You have to scroll down and click Textbook 2016. So make sure you do that. And when you do that, your textbook will open. So this is page 0-1. This is a preliminary mode, which is prerequisite for this course. It's decimal operations. If you go back to the date, let me go back to home. On the first day, I have a video that I found on decimal operations. If you need a refresher, I recommend reading that. And here would be the homework section because it has the answers. So anytime it says additional problems, that's going to be homework. And this is again page 0-2. These are the problems, and the answers, as you can see, are right there. If you scroll down, now we're at page 1. This is module 1. I consider this chapter 1. And your textbook says question 1.1. I consider it like section 1.1. So that's kind of how I call these things moving forward, and in your videos that I create for you as well. The videos that I create for you is I take all of this information and I turn it into video form. I probably will say this in the future, but I'm going to say this now in case I forget. Whatever I do overrides what your textbook does. So I don't agree with your textbook 100% of the time, specifically like notation and order. And I will mention it in my videos to do it. You have to do it this way. So I said before, like you don't have to do everything my way. There are things that you have to do when I tell you to do them because it's math. So there's no way of getting around it. So you will see in my first video that I do this specific example, and I do these examples and I explain how to do them. So once you watch the video, I'll get up to a certain point, and then you can scroll to the end of the chapter or the end of the module, as your textbook calls it, and your homework starts on page 9. And again, additional problems means homework. And you also know that it's homework because the answers are right under each problem. So let's take a look at announcement 2 again and see what homework 1 is. So 0-2, so let me go to where 0-2 is. So page 9 was homework 2, I believe, right? Yeah, homework 2 is, page 9 is homework 2. So your first homework, you're going to do 1A. Let me go to it. So you're going to do 1A, 2B right here. So this is for your first homework. This first page is, like I said, the preliminary module. I do have a PDF. If you notice, I keep referring to the first class because that's all the information's right here. I have this PDF of some of the completed problems on page 0-1. So I did like a key for this to help you with your homework if you don't like the video for some reason. But I highly recommend watching the video and looking at my PDF key for this 0-1 page if you forgot how to do decimals. So I went through the textbook, and so it just continues on after page 9 and 10. Then after page 9 and 10, we end up at page 21 for some reason. Okay, so why does it do that? I never noticed that until now. All right, so this is page 21. Let's just make sure that that is correct. Let's look at what homework 3 is. Oh, homework 3 is still page 9. Homework 4 is page 27. Let's see if that's correct. I've never noticed that the page jumps like that. Okay, so yeah. So the page numbers jump, but still follow whatever page number is there. Okay. So I went over the textbook. This is the first day. So the video that I'm creating right now is going to be linked right here. Obviously, it's not created because I'm doing it right now. So I will be linking it here so that you can watch everything. There are 3 announcements that you need to go over. I've been clicking on announcement 2 a lot because it has to deal with your homework. Let's go see what announcement 1 is. So announcement 1 is basically explaining all the links that are clickable for you. Home is where we've been starting the course with all the dates and everything. Syllabus is where you can click and read your syllabus. Announcements, I would ideally like to put this in the home page where all the dates are, but sometimes announcements are just easier to put in this section or just to email you guys directly. So that's why I'm going to use the announcement portion of this course. The assignments are where your homework, quizzes, and tests live. So even though on the home page I have like homework 1 linked, if you want to click on assignments, you will be able to see everything for this course. If you notice, it says not available until February 1st. That is because they are blocked off from you. So if you, let's say today, click on homework 1, what's going to happen is it's just taking some time to load. Give it 1 second. It's going to say the assignment is locked. So even though you see everything in assignments, it doesn't mean you're able to actually, you can't cheat and look at the quiz ahead of time, right? So that's why I have these blocked off on certain times. If you guys see some typos or things that shouldn't be there, like if it doesn't make sense that quiz 2 is February 22nd, please email me ahead of time. I will fix it right away. But I'm pretty sure I have everything correct. Let's go back to announcement 1. Okay, so then the last section is your grades. So Canvas does this really nice thing where it keeps track of all your grades, so you can see your running average at any time. When I click here, I don't think, it's not going to show us anything. But it tells you the weight that your syllabus says, and these are your scores that you will receive, and this is the total points. I believe when you click on it, you'll be able to see the comments that I make on what you got wrong. So let's go back to announcements, and I think that was announcement 1 in its entirety. Yeah, so it's just kind of telling you about the tabs on the left. The third announcement is for your quizzes, you get 30 minutes and an hour for your test. I said this before in my video, but let me just say this again. You get an extra 10 minutes. Assessments all start promptly at 6:05. So if you log in late, that is your issue, and you get less time than everybody else. So again, the dates and times that I have set for this course are firm. Full credit must be shown all work must be shown for full credit, and assessments that are incomplete or missing will have points deducted. Assessments must be uploaded as a single PDF document only. Okay, so again, please, if your work has like 5 pages, do not submit 5 individual PDF documents. Canvas is powerful enough that you're able to upload a single PDF document that has 5 pages in it. All right, so I'm pretty sure I explained almost everything about this course, but let's just go through the first day. Anything in red is clickable, so I've linked the announcement. So if I click announcement 2 here, it will bring you to announcement 2. You don't have to use the left menu button. And so I've done that for the whole course. Again, if you try to click a quiz, it is locked, so you won't be able to see it ahead of time. But once it is open, when you click on it, you'll see the problems for the quiz, and then there will be an upload button to upload your answers. So I went through that. I went through the syllabus. I have found a video on YouTube on decimal operations, a PDF for that first page to help you out. I kind of tell you where to go. Basically what I did in my video, I told you to do it right here. Your first homework is due by the next class period. You're going to click here to submit your homework. So let's say it's January 29th, the day after our first class, and you finish the homework. Click here and submit your homework. So if you submit your homework early, just know that I can grade it early. You cannot submit your homework again after I've graded it. So when you submit your homework, make sure it's good. It's like the final draft. It's like writing a paper. Do not ask me to resubmit your homework after I've given feedback, because that just wouldn't be fair. So just be aware when you submit your homework, make sure it's what you want me to grade, because I will grade it early. I usually do. Sometimes I don't, but I usually do. Only submit a single PDF. I've been saying that throughout this whole video. Okay, so I said this already too. I told you about the tutor. Once I receive information about tutoring for the course, I will send that to you guys right away. At the end of each class period, I always write, any questions, please email me. So if you have questions, let me know. And if it's a question that I think the whole class should know about, I'll either put an announcement or I will email the whole class and just be like, tell you whatever the question was about, or just answer it directly. And I'm just trying to think. Oh, so for the most part, you're going to watch a video on my class. So when I click on the video, you're going to hear my voice again. Again, your textbook calls these module 1.1. I call these lessons. I don't like listening to my own voice, so I'm going to just mute this. And when you scroll a little bit further, you'll see the questions or where I call sections, or problem 1.1, however you want to look at it. I have it here, and I'm just scrolling ahead here. I teach you how to do the problems. When you watch my videos, make sure you take notes. What students I found in previous semesters that were not that successful, they would just kind of either don't watch the video, which is a big no-no, or they'll kind of watch the video haphazardly and they won't really pay attention to it. This is me teaching you the material as if I was in class. So take notes on it, and that will help you with this course.